Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just gloves.
Depending on what Marius Wach is in here. Ituma, the man Tyson Fury called the future of the heavyweight division, that was once that himself. He had the dream of becoming a heavyweight champion all those years ago. Wanted to be the first man to lift it, wanted to carry on the good work he said, the groundwork that Andrew Galata laid in the late 90s. But he didn't manage to get anywhere close to it, although he had his moments, and he certainly worried Vladimir Klitschko that this will be a notch on his record, this Ituma, if he gets this guy out.
If he can get rid of Wach early, or at any stage in a fight, I think it's a big statement. I mean, the world heavyweight division is already on notice about how good Ituma is. I'm just looking across ringside here and I see Alexander Usyk watching with keen interest, because it may not be too far away before this kid's an opponent of his.
Yeah, the demeanor remains calm, relaxed. His focus is on the goal. His ability to make it is undiminished. Talking about the current champions being in their 30s and saying, listen, once they're coming to the end of their career, I reckon I'll be able to take them all.
He started really well here. What's really impressive about Moses is hand speed for a heavyweight. There's not too many with hands as fast as his. And I mean, he's only a kid. He's still a baby. We've got to remember that. He's still an improving fighter, but he's an unbelievable talent.
I think it's quite plain to see that Wach has clearly loaded on a bit of weight over the last couple of years. And there may be a lot of target there, but there's also a lot of target to absorb.
I don't know, there's maybe not a scientific reason for this, but I always feel like the guys with a lot of kind of flubber around the midriff take a body shot a little bit better, actually. That might be the case here tonight, who knows?
Well, he's inviting Ituma onto him at the end of a confident first round here. And there's no doubt that he will have seen all the publicity and have seen the fights. He knows the power that Ituma possesses. That's such a wily operator. He's got strengths of his own.
That counter's really good, you know, Timbo, when he's kind of just wax throwing that and he's just stabbing outside it and landing the jab. Lovely jab again.
He was undefeated for 7 years, which is what, from 2005 to 2012, which is what got him the fight with the Klitschko in the first place. And you look at the people that beat him, you know, it was only Povetkin in the following 5 years after that. He spent a long time in his career where he wasn't getting beaten. That all, of course, changed back in November 2017. Since he's only won 5 fights since then.
At a point, he was probably seen as a bit of a gatekeeper for world level.
Yeah.
I'd say at this stage of his career, he's probably a gatekeeper for European level. But again, like we've said, I think if Moses Ituma, that was a lovely shot. If he can get rid of someone like Marius Wach at any stage in the fight, I think it's a statement.
Again, not taking any major risk, but again, the hand speed being shown to the full effect. Again, switching from head to body, and Wach is forced to cover up on the ropes here.
And that was what was really good about that combination. He was going forward, but he was going up and down to the body and head.
He didn't know where the attacks were coming from then, but
something else that I've learned about Moses over the last few months is apparently he is a real student of the game. Like, always watches boxing, always watches the old fighters, studies it flat out. He knows what he wants to do in this game. He knows he wants to be a world champion. And I think the kid will do everything he can to make sure he achieves his dream.
Yeah, and he isn't in a hurry. I want a step-by-step approach, he said. And that was a little open. And down to the right, and he goes. Big statement from a big punch.
This is a big man. He just knocked. Look at the size of wach. He just put him over there like it was nothing.
Feel the power, delivered the power, and he might end this before the end of this round here.
Plenty of time left.
And there's been a look of genuine fear in the eyes of that since the start of this fight, and he cannot fend his man off, and the referee is going to stop it, and rightly so. That was taking considerable punishment, and there was nothing coming back. It's another very, very brief viewing of the future of the heavyweight division, and the man they're calling the most exciting man in British boxing.
Massive, massive statement. I think the world heavyweight scene is already on notice of this kid. They all know about him. They all know who he is. I think they'll all be a little bit more concerned after watching that.
And he doesn't make blasé statements, does he? But